Have you ever been rolling down the highway and suddenly thought, I wonder who thought of using a rubber tire with air to make a car roll and go? We all use cars with aired up rubber tires to get around in our everyday lives. I've been researching one of the biggest rubber innovators of all time for a while now. Harvey Firestone was a very historically significant figure for his innovations in the rubber industry. I will discuss how Harvey Firestone forged one of the largest tire manufacturing companies in the world, how his innovations helped shape current tires and how they are made today, also how he took on the rubber cartel and established a rubber supplier overseas. Let me begin by discussing how he forged one of the largest tire manufacturing companies to this very day. How Harvey Firestone forged one of the largest tire industries in the world. Firestone established a rubber wheels company in Chicago in 1896. He soon sold the company in 1899. He pocketed $40,000 from this sale. Using that cash and a patent for attaching rubber tires to wheels, Firestone soon moved to Akron, Ohio. With $10,000 of his own cash, along with his patent, he established the Firestone Tire and Rubber Company. In Firestone's early years of operations, he employed many strategies. In the first year of operation, the Firestone Tire and Rubber Company grossed more than $100,000 in profit. For the first few years, Firestone had others manufacture his tires, and the company didn't do very well as a result of it. So in 1903, the company began to manufacture its own product and improve its performance. In 1906, Henry Ford placed a large order for tires for his new automobiles, and Ford and Firestone established a close personal and business relationship which would go on to last for a very long time. The following year, the Firestone Tire and Rubber Company produced more than 28,000 tires, sold more than $1 million worth of tires, and by 1910, the company manufactured more than 1 million tires. After Firestone established his company, he began to shape how tires are made and used today. Firestone promoted his tires through support of the racing industry by piggybacking his product with the rising popularity of the new sport. By 1913, the Firestone Tire and Rubber Company's sales topped $15 million. Once his company's sales grossed to be $15 million, his company was to be considered in the Big Five of the tire industry. It consisted of Goodyear, Goodrich, US Rubber, and Fisk. The 1911 Indianapolis 500 race was won by a car running Firestone tires. Firestone sawed cars won all editions of the race from 1920 to 1966. That means for 46 years, the winner of the race was using Firestone tires. Firestone had many personal innovations. He embarked on a dream of replacing steel rim wheels on buggies with rubber tires. He believed that the rubber tires would provide a much more comfortable ride. In 1903, the company began to manufacture rubber, and in 1904 the firm proceeded to develop pneumatic tires for automobiles, or air tires. Firestone personally pushed many of the industry's innovations, including vertical integration of rubber production and tire manufacturing, and product retailing strategies. One of Firestone's innovations included the 1907 dismountable rim, which allowed the wheel and tire to be removed together. Thus, the spare tire was born. Firestone pushed the use of motor-driven trucks, the building of the American highway system, and the elimination of railroad-grade crossings. In 1923, he introduced the balloon tire, which shortly became the standard for motor-powered vehicles. Another one of the innovations Firestone brought to the tire and rubber industry was that of the one-stop master service store. This meant that his company provided tires, gas, oil, batteries, and some brake services all in one simple place. After Firestone established himself as a rubber manufacturer, he then needed to purchase rubber material to be able to produce his own tires. So, after World War I, rubber prices on the international markets dropped very drastically. As a result, the country of Great Britain, which at the time dominated most of the world's production of rubber, introduced a very high inflation on their rubber supply. Firestone immediately looked for a way around this high inflation. He found his solution in the only independent country in Africa, which was Liberia. In 1926, Firestone's company opened some of the biggest rubber plantations in Liberia. Firestone's efforts in Liberia helped break the rubber cartel. It also made him a major player in the economy of the African nation. Firestone did a lot of things to help produce and make rubber products affordable for everyone around the world. Harvey Firestone forged one of the largest rubber companies in the world. Firestone also helped shape and develop tire styles that are still used in the world today. Harvey helped establish a needed overseas source for rubber that was going to allow manufacturers to dodge inflated rubber prices and make rubber products much more affordable. So in conclusion, Harvey Firestone was a very historically significant for his innovations within the rubber industry. Like I said before, everyone uses a car to travel in their everyday life, so let us not forget that the current day transportation would not be possible without Harvey Firestone's true innovative work in the rubber industry.